It all seems so familiar, yet I know I've never been here before. I feel so at home.
Come with me.
Okay.
Now I'm sure there's many smarty pants out there that think they know everything there is to know about necromancy based on what they've seen in the media or what their parents might have told them. I'm sure many of your parents told you not to take necromancy at all this year, so I'm very glad to see so many of you. Now, despite everything you may have heard, can anyone here give me an accurate definition of what necromancy is?
Welcome, students, to your first flying lessons. My name is Professor Richard Wiggin, and I will be your flying instructor for the year. Let's start off by everyone stepping to the left side of their broom, putting their right hand over the broom, and saying up. Yes, excellent. Gryffindor, you got a real talent for that.
Good evening. I'm the astronomy professor, James Hudley. Professor Hudley to you. There are two things I care about in this class. One, your education. And two, well, I think there was just one.
Now remember, there's no obligation to raise your hand, there's no class participation mark, but there's also no wrong answer. Every wrong answer gets us one step closer to finding out the truth, which means if you do raise your hand, you will be able to grab a lollipop from the jar.
Oh, I'm Professor Thorne. I'm the new librarian here at Hogwarts, also Quidditch aficionado and occasional substitute teacher. Oh, right, what can I help you find?
For over a century, I have lived in secret, hiding in the shadows, alone in the world. Until now, I am a vampire, and this is my story.
Hufflepuff, try saying it with a little more sternness. Up. There you go, you got it. Wow, you guys are all doing excellent. We'll make regular quad pot players out of you yet. Yes, Slytherin. What is quad pot? You guys don't know? Ooh, I will have to talk to the headmaster and see if we can get a league put together. This is going to be great fun.
Now, like we spoke about earlier, there are many misconceptions when it comes to necromancy, but like any school of thought, it's less about the actual source material and more about how you as an individual perceive that source material and put your own personal goals, ambitions, and ideas into it. In potions class, you can make both antidotes and poisons. In transfiguration, you will learn how to turn a lamp into a frog. But if you really wanted to, you could turn a person into a frog.
Professors, I must confess, I ate the last of the chocolate frogs in the lounge. They were practically leaping for me. I find them quite riveting.
That is the scariest thing I have ever seen in my entire life.
Now, Ravenclaw, you know you can't take any books from the restricted section out to the library. You must read them here. Oh, I'm a thorn in your side. Never heard that one before.
Put your tongue away. Put your tongue away. Put your tongue away. The squirrels are gonna get it. Yes, they are. Pay.
Quad pot is absolutely my favorite game ever. I played all through my time at Ilvermorny and I rocked it. Here's the deal. 11 players on each team. I know it sounds like a lot, but hear me out. You have a ball similar to a quaffle called a quad that you're trying to get into a pot at the end of each field, hence quad pot.
Hey Hufflepuff, what's the best way to deal with bullies? A throat punch is very effective, and if that doesn't work, hex 'em. And hex 'em hard. Okay, you need to stop hanging out with Slytherin so much.
Do you know why I failed you? You don't. On your essay, you said stars were created from the tears of your enemies. Do you find that funny? Do you? Because I do.
But here's the catch. After a certain amount of time, the quad explodes unless you get it into the pot that has a solution that stops it from exploding. And if you're holding the quad when it explodes, you're out for the rest of the game. So as the game goes on, there's less and less people on the field. You play until time runs out, or there's only one person left on the field. Team with the most points wins. So can we start a league?
She had no wealth, no lands, no army, only a name. She was eventually sold off to some warlord on the edge of the world, and that appeared to be that. Then, a few years later, this girl without wealth, lands, or armies had somehow acquired all three.
Professor, you have to see these. Hufflepuff Mugborn just showed me these. They're jelly beans, but there's no bad flavors. Like no bogey, no vomit, or anything. Ah! Muggle candy. Brilliant.
Unfortunately, in our history, many evil witchards have used necromancy to do awful, awful things. But that's not all necromancy is, and that's what we're going to be learning this year. Necromancy is about taking something lifeless and breathing life back into it again. Now, would anyone like to play Mario Kart?
Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. I've got to get away.
Where are they? Where are they? Hey, hi guys. I know we're not in the teacher's lounge very often. Have you guys seen my glasses anywhere? I can't find them, and I have tons of papers I need to grade, and it's driving me crazy. I've been trying to find them for the past What? Oh. Thank you.
What are you talking about? I don't know what Updog is.
Updog?
What are you saying?
Oh, it's Updog.
What is Updog? Oh, God. Well, aren't you proud of yourself?
I am just... Oh, the students are making fun of me because they said I'm a Gryffindor who's a librarian, and that's not very Gryffindorian, so I thought I'd be a Ravenclaw. Yeah, you're right.
Good evening, class. Hopefully you have studied for your test because it's today. Remember, if you fail, I have you present yourself in front of the class and sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I'm just kidding. I'll have you yell it.
Oh, this smells awful. It smells like soy sauce.
Drink it, you armadillo.
I'm keeping that in the back pocket now.
I don't like that.
Hello, welcome to another lesson in care of magical creatures. Today, we'll be learning about the blast-ended scroot, which is what you catch when you cross a manticore and a fire crab. 3 guesses who thought that was a good idea. Hagrid. Anyway, they're pale in colour and have an exoskeleton which makes them hard to deal with as spells simply bounce off. The males have a stinger and the females have bloodsuckers.
Oh, just reading up on bowtruckles. They've decided to infest the library, and our Care of Magical Creatures professor is a little busy right now, so... You see one? Where? I didn't see it.
They can grow up to 10 feet long and propel themselves forward in short bursts from their blast end. Imagine having a jetpack in your bum and farting fire whenever you wish to move. That is how the blast-ended scroot do. They were a very aggressive species, and upon not figuring out what it was they ate, they kind of turned to fighting and killing and eating each other. The only one that survived was put in the Triwizard Tournament, and it hasn't been seen or heard from since, so... I'd avoid the Forbidden Forest if I were you.
The first time we kissed, I knew I never wanted to kiss any other lips but hers again. We moved to a small flat in London together. She grew scarlet carsons for me in our window box, and our place always smelt of roses.
No, don't. It's too late. Come on, dude, don't. It's already in motion. Well, put it out of motion! You pissed me off.
Just did a bad thing. I regret the thing I did. And you're wondering what it is. I'll tell you what I did. I did a bad.
Life is a wonder.
You'll never know the answer.
Nature is a miracle.
Natural disasters.
It's good to be alive.
You could wake up with cancer.
But I'm healthy.
Healthy people still get cancer.
I love this show.
It's the last episode.
The sun is shining.
It's going to explode.
Every species is beautiful and unique.
Hey, why aren't koalas considered bears?
Because they're marsupials. Because they're marsupial.
No, it's because they don't have the right qualifications.
Blood, 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 and death.
All right, you know what you're